we are going to play some RB today, which is one of the decks released in the newest pack, of course, alongside Cool Tune. And so far, I've basically exclusively played Cool Tune from the new pack. But the RB deck is something that people have been asking me to try. And even though I do want to focus on Cool Tune for, you know, TCG Nationals, as well as the Master Duel Worlds qualifier, I think one day or maybe two of learning and playing some RB can't hurt. The deck sounds like fun to me. I'm not sure how good exactly it is. It's some people say RB stands for really bad, but then again, the deck has some results in the TCG. It's been topping some regionals here and there. It's not actually been doing badly. Like it's been doing fine in the TCG actually, even though it's not that popular, which is maybe twice as impressive, because a deck that isn't really popular but still putting up results is something that maybe you should look into. And while I don't expect it to be like the best deck of the format or anything, I still want to like try it, dabble around with it, see if it's got anything to it. The list I have here I think is relatively basic, nothing too special about it. I just looked into some lists from various tournaments. I've looked at some early Master Duel lists, as well as some of the people that played the deck in the TCG. This is not my own list. I didn't copy it card for card, but I just took a bunch of the common trends that I saw and I put it all into a list that I thought made sense. It's completely possible that this list is not optimal, but I just wanted to get somewhere to start and then go from there. It's very confusing to me at first that this deck plays Rose but no Ray. I'm just so used to this card being a terrible draw in the Sky Striker deck that it's just it's a little annoying. But yeah, this deck has great synergy with Sky Strikers, and the reason is that, first of all, Sky Strikers give you machine bodies, which this deck really needs, because all of the Link monsters are machines, and one of the best ways to start playing in RBs is RB Valkan Booster, which is a machine Link monster that needs any two machine monsters, and it adds an RB spell from the deck to your hand. So if you can just do Sky Striker stuff to get machines onto the board, you can just get that without a normal summon, which is good. So basically, the RB cards themselves, the monsters, are not actually starters for the deck, which is one of the bigger downsides, I think. Some of them have an effect to special summon themselves, but RB can't actually do anything with one body. You can do things with two bodies, but not with one. And so people are playing the Sky Striker cards so that you can have one card starters, as well as the Girsu, which is also a way to get multiple machine monsters onto the field at the same time, because Girsu can of course produce a token which gives you two machine monsters, as well as you can make the Orcust Link 1 and then get a third machine monster in rotation as well, which is, you know, multiple machine bodies, and then you can do RB combos from there. So the goal of this deck, as far as I understand, is you're trying to end on RB the Brute Blues in your extra monster zone, which is just going to be really big, but most importantly, all the RB interruptions are actually quite fun. So this is why I kind of wanted to try this deck, because the way this deck interacts with the opponent is quite unique and, in my opinion, quite interesting. Because all of basically the main deck monsters are all like equipments. That's the I don't know if lore is the right word, but the idea behind the archetype is that you have like the RB Brute Blues, which is your main guy, your main machine, and you equip different tools to it, which you have like your cutter, you have your driller, you have your cannon, you have your lambda blade, you have your pile bunker, your different equipments on your thing, and then you use their effects on the opponent's turn. They blow themselves up for a disruption. For example, Driller says, quick effect, if it's linked to an RB monster, pay 500, target a monster your opponent controls, destroy both. And then your field spell, which is Funk Dock, once per turn, if an RB leaves the field by card effect, you can special another RB from your deck. So when you use one of your equipments, it destroys itself, and then you can get another equipment from the deck, which is neat. That's how you cycle through their effects while they are essentially equipped is the wrong word in Yu-Gi-Oh terms, but I'm gonna use the word equipped here. And they're basically when they're equipped to your link monster. What I mean by it is they are linked to it, right? Big pro tip: Brute Blues and Crook alone are 8,000 damage. Yeah, this thing can do a lot of damage because while it points to an RB, it gains attack to everything that to all the attack of the RBs it points to, and it can make a second attack, which is crazy. That adds up quick, I feel like. So for example, the Crook here, yeah, gains 500 attack for each monster, which is 2,000 then, and then this would be 3,000 attack. Yeah, that's 8,000 damage. Now, how exactly you do those combos, I have a rough idea, but I'm gonna mess up plenty today, but that's okay. We're just gonna try and get a feel for this deck and see how it goes. So essentially, the idea here is we have a lot of the one of RB equipments. We have our starters, which are the Mech Knight, the Gearsu and the World Crown. Well, the World Crown is not a starter; it's a requirement for the Gearsu to work properly. And then we have the Sky Striker cards, which Engage, Hornet Drones produces a bunch of machines. Cyanos is also a machine that summons Rose from the deck. So this is 3 machine bodies as well, because itself is a machine, the Rose can turn into a machine, and the Cyanos can be banished from the grave to get another Rose, which can then turn into another machine. So that's a lot of machines. And then you just have non-engine paired to that, right? We have plenty of room for non-engine, actually, still a decent amount. We have Kudrol's Maxi Ash Blossom Fuba, which is 9 hand traps plus 3 droplet, which is 12. Plus we have Called by and Crossout, so it's 14 non-engine, not the worst. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Crown isn't really needed. Yeah, I assumed that, like. So my idea why I still wanted to play Crown in the deck, right, is because Gearsu is like a magnet for cards like Imperm and Veiler, right? Like, or even Ash Blossom isn't the problem on Gearsu, but like, let's say Imperm, right? People like to Imperm Gearsu because at that point they don't know you're playing RB. You might be playing Orchist, and then Imperm is really good on Gearsu. So in those instances where I do get Impermed on Gearsu, you do need the World Crown for it to still be combo on its own, right? Because you do link it off into the Galatea Eye, and then the Galatea Eye, you do need another way to search a machine, and that's what the World Crown is for, I think. People stop Galatea Eye. Okay, well then but that's still good for me. I still need the World Crown for this, because let's say they let my Gearsu resolve, and then I get my Galatea Eye. If I don't play Crown, I can't bait a hand trap with it. I simply can't activate the effect because I have no target, and so if they have an Imperm, they will save their Imperm for the my Link 2 or something, right? So I do still in both cases I need the World Crown for it to work properly, right? Yo, Josh, I remember when you did a Genesis dual room when Genesis got announced. Won't you do that again? It was interesting. Technically, I'm like down for it, but my problem with Genesis in Master Duel is that it's just not actually Genesis because we don't have the card pool. That, like, there's cards missing, and I think that makes it, to me at least, that makes it less interesting. Okay, this hand is good. Uh-oh. Wait, actually, that's good news. I think that's a really good matchup for me. Now, granted, I still have to play it well, and this is my first time ever playing this deck, but I think this deck has a good Lunalight matchup. Ah, my favorite interaction. Okay, well, that makes it harder. Liger is free to out, but SP and Baguska is difficult. Yeah, well, I mean, I wish I would draw a bunch of cards if they did the full board, but that I got Ash. And they don't have Baguska and Master Duel, but they will have SP. And maybe instead of Baguska, a lot of people are doing Gallant Granite to search Nibiru. Which I think Nibiru is not bad against this deck. I think there's ways to get it out of your opponent's hand with like the Lambda Cannon. But I think in general, Nibiru, especially if there's a board next to it, is going to be annoying. So this card protects me from Liger board wipe, which is important. But if they get double Liger, then I need double stage landing in the graveyard, which I don't have at the moment. The plan is we just punch them really hard. Yeah, the plan is you summon a Brood Blues that gets incredibly big, and then you just attack over the Ligers, because you can attack twice. And they cannot destroy this. It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, but they could still destroy the rest of your cards, and then this would lose its attack boost, which is why it still is important to protect your other RB cards from the board wipe. I think the Cianos in this case is probably going to be my normal summon, which is why, like, I was a little worried about not having a spell to discard for this, but I think it's just going to end up being my normal summon here. Because, I mean, the deck, you don't have that many normal summons. It's just Girsu, basically. Everything else you can just special summon. So I figured it'd be okay to play 3 Cianos, because it's genuinely just an okay normal summon. We could still easily lose to... There still is a spell negation in the graveyard. There's probably going to be an SP Little Knight. And there's also... They could just draw a non-engine here with the Dogaris, which could be really annoying. Why not mix it with the Orchest engine, but combo the Orchest part only when the RB is done? You mean like play more Orchest cards like Harp Horror and stuff? I've seen people play Harp Horror and other stuff in the deck, which you can. I don't know if it's necessary to do an Orchest combo after your RB combo. Also, the extra deck, like, it doesn't quite work because the RB cards lock you into machine monsters with 1500 or less attack, right? Which is one of the reasons why the Sky Striker cards are good, because all of the Sky Striker links except for 0 are links, machine monsters with 1500 attack, right? So you can still summon all your Sky Striker stuff. That doesn't matter. But you can't do any Orchest things other than the Galatea Eye, right? I don't play Clockwork Knight. I don't know what for. Clockwork is mainly to search Regulus. Yeah, I've seen some lists that had Regulus in it as a one-of, which is fine. But I didn't do that, but maybe you could. Okay, that's new. That's not a standard Lunalight line. I think WP is quite strong against my... Oh, they managed to do just one Liger. Okay, well... Cutter. Technically, both of these are special summonable. I think we're going to start with Engage. See if they negate it. They probably won't. Oh. Nice. That's the worst card in my hand. I mean, the worst card in my hand is the 2 RB monsters. This is something I'm worried about as well. Should I just go stage landing now? Maybe I... I don't want to start with Cianos. Actually, maybe I do want to start with Cianos. No. Yeah, I was thinking about special summoning an RB first so that my Brood Blues can't be destroyed. This? It's nice for Master Rule that these don't start a chain. This is a spell trap negation, but only if it's linked, so they can impulse this. I think I still get cooked. Yeah. We had a chance in this game, but we went second against Ash and Impulse, which is awesome. So that does nothing because we just protect. And now I think we go Valken Booster, which adds an RB spell. Maybe it's not cooked actually, because they used the Liger there. So, is it better for me to get a second stage landing, or is it better for me to get Funk Dog? Because I think Funk Dog can search stage landing, right? I guess searching the field spell is going to be terrible if they have Droll, which I haven't confirmed yet, because I have not searched so far. I think it's not likely... It's not likely that they have Droll, I think. Because they probably would have used it. They probably wouldn't have negated Engage, but I still think it's safer to go stage landing. I'll get stage landing. So... it banishes my Valkan booster if I activate it now. But I feel like... I need to get rid of this, because otherwise if they link... I think if they link with my card, that might be even worse for me, so... we'll do this. And now... we're landing the stage again. Ooh, it resolves. Okay, Brute Blues, I think. Add an RB card from deck to hand. Alright. We get, I think, the Funk Dock. Funk Dock. Add the third stage landing. Activate the stage landing. Get cannon. No effect. Check hand. Do not protect. Okay. Nothing to worry about. Now Funk Dock. Special. Blade. And I don't know what I send. I don't think it matters. I think they die. But let me just make sure that's true. So, including an RB. So. Two monsters, including an RB. Gains 500, so that's 2,000. Yes. I think that's game. Okay. Well, to be fair, I don't think we're supposed to win that because I do think their combo was not optimal. There's no world in which this deck is supposed to beat Lunalight combo plus Ash plus Impulse if they play it properly. All right, but that's one of the advantages of playing rogue decks like this is that people are not always going to play it properly. But yeah, there was no way. If they did the combo right and they negated the right cards, we definitely should not have won that, but they didn't. And that's cool. Sweet. Okay, tactical coin toss loss because we have bricked. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. This is one of the things that I'm worried about with this deck, which is that I feel like it's... Okay, they have a lot of yummy names already, but they might not have Cupsy, so I can Ash the Cupsy synchro maybe. Okay, so one of the things that I'm worried about with this deck is like there are a lot of one-offs that you don't necessarily want to draw, right? You've got all of your RB cards, all of the RB monsters are like not the worst cards to draw, but also not great. Rose is not the best card to draw, not the end of the world, but not great either. World Crown, of course, is pretty bad. You've got your one of trap cards, which if you're going first, I guess it's okay to have one in hand, but you know, going second, like in this instance, is pretty bad. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards in your deck, which is 25%. 25% of the cards in this deck, ideally, you wouldn't have them in your hand, which is not the best. Because that means on average, like every hand should have at least one suboptimal card in it on average, right? Which is not great. And it's not like, it's not 10 bricks, which is why I'm specifically not calling them 10 bricks, because we saw like in the last game, drawing, what was it? I drew like the cutter and the pile bunker. Together, they can still form a push, you know? It's still two monsters that you can just special. It's not the end of the world, but it's also far from ideal to have those cards in your hand. Does RB have OCG support? Not yet, I don't think, no. I don't even know, does the OCG have RB yet? They should, shouldn't they? Not yet. Oh, okay. So basically, this is what we got right after Mitsurugi. So when they got the import pack, was Mitsurugi like the last thing they got? Is that where it cut off? Like right after Mitsu, they got all the cards until Mitsurugi, and then this year they're gonna get the RBs. They got Mimigul and Mitsu. Okay. Oh. Is RB a TCG exclusive? Yeah, RB is a TCG exclusive. I mean, yeah, I just can't do anything. I mean, if I draw a starter here, maybe, but give me stage landing. You know, that might be okay, actually. This is particularly good because now I can potentially droplet the Herald of the Arclight. Should I called by this? I think the answer is yes. Not sure. I'm worried about them negating my call. If they don't negate my called by, I'm happy, but I think they will. But then the Herald is gone either way. I mean, the called by is trading with the Herald one way or another. Yeah, I mean. This could be a good droplet. This could be a good droplet. Droplet for 2 Cianos. I think I have to send the Cianos here as well. Because otherwise the IP Masquerena is still live. I can't send a card from my hand. I can't send the cross out because then the IP can chain and completely destroy me. Because if they chain IP to get rid of the elf, then it's cooked. Because then they only have one monster on the field and Droplet will not negate anything. I do play Hayate, right? Yeah. Okay. So I don't have Imperm for... I don't have Imperm for Crossout, I don't think. Which it could be. You don't need the battle phase. I don't need the battle phase, but if I want to play through Imperm, I do need it. Like if I just use Cianos here, and then I get hit with, and then they imperm my Link 2, I don't play. I think now I go battle phase. And this way I can force an imperm. Could have used Rose's second effect. Oh, you're right. I forgot about that. That's my... No, actually... Negate the effect. No, I can't because they're both negated. They're both... Rose can't come back because the IP is already negated. Does engage draw one here? No. I don't have 3 spells in the grave. You can... Oh, you can special this, then you can negate. Oh, never mind. Yeah, right. Then I could have gotten this for free. Yeah, that might make a difference depending on what they have. Just waste cross out. I'm thinking about just crossing out Ash Blossom preemptively. If the Kagari resolves, I might do that. Yeah, there's it. See? See? And now we Valken boost. Add a spell. Oh, I don't have that! No! I don't have that! Ah, shit. I can't cross. That's the one thing I can't cross. I can't cross out Ash, but not that. Oh, God. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, yeah, okay. And this is where the fact that I didn't see the Rose thing in battle phase. Like, now I could have had 1 extra body, and that would have made a difference, because then I could have made Brute Blues and win the game on the spot. Yeah. If I lose this is on me. If they top deck out of this, then this is my fault. Because if I had an extra body here from the Rose, I would have just won the game. They have a lot of good top decks here. Maxi is one of them. Because they can make Almirage. Ah, shit. And now the field spell. Question is, do they know that they have to play around next phase? No. Okay. Whew. I do have to destroy my own cards, so we're in top deck mode right now, and I think their deck has more top decks than my deck. But I mean, I still have a lot of one card combos, so it's not that bad. We have a lot of cards we can draw. Come on! Nope, that's not one of them. I think we said it. I think we said it because if they don't top deck, then any other hand trap lets me make Camellia next turn. So I think I said it. Ah, dude, it's so unfortunate, but I really can't complain if I lose this because I had it and I threw because I didn't realize the rose play. Come on, purge, imperm, draw some bad cards, please. Yes, come on, dude. I have so many draws. If I draw engage now, I'm losing my shit. Okay, that's a play next turn. Is this a disruption? I don't think so, right? Whoa! Special and RB. Okay, we go in. They probably have like Ash or some shit. Yeah. But now we have cross out. I think it's just Brood Blues, right? And now we just hope that the card in hand isn't Purge. Dude, that's like the worst card to draw. Wait, no. All face-up monsters you control. I can special it. Wait, this is game. I don't even have to go into Purge. This attacks twice, right? Yeah. No! Dude. Why? First of all, why is it? Why am I having fun? And why is it working? How did we beat that? That was a good board. I mean, they didn't have access to Cupsy, so they didn't have surprise, which was good. The Ash actually did something there because they didn't open Cupsy. And we did have Droplet, but that was fun. I mean, we got a little bit of help from Called By and Droplet that game, but still. RB is okay and Josh is Josh. I mean, I didn't play. You say that as if I was the reason why I won that game, but I misplayed. So that's not true. That hand is fire. Holy shit. Have we won a coin toss yet? Who do you think you're watching right now? Good stuff. Oh, guys, thank you for the 32 months. Don't worry about it. I'm happy whenever you're able to tune in. And if not, that's also okay. So the only good thing about this is that they're probably going to search Q now, and I'm going to be able to droll. But they might go for Rose Whip, which is fucked up. If they play it. I probably have to... Okay, no Rose Whip is good. They can still add Clip from Grave. So their opener is actually... Their opener is fine into Droll here. The only thing that it stops is the rotary look at hand thing. So I think I can beat it. My hand is pretty fire. They will manipulate my top deck, but I mean, we'll see. Maybe if I'm Cutter and well, of course. I was about to say, like, I'm playing mostly board breakers, so there isn't many bad cards that they can hit, but Fuba is the exception. Is there any reason for me to... Actually, Fuba isn't even that bad here. I might Fuba now. I might Fuba immediately because they chain remix probably, but then they still... I'm gonna draw a card eventually when they use Clip. So I'll use it. It forces them to use this early. Oh, okay. Never mind. My bad, guys. I thought it was deeper than it was, but my cards are just getting negated, so it actually doesn't matter when I use. I mean, it's still it draws out an Ash, which is fine, I guess. Do we start Engage or do we start Stage Landing? Because like Engage could draw a card later. I think I want to start Stage Landing. I might need the extra card is the thing. What did they cross out last turn? My Ash. But the problem is if I Stage Landing... They do have Mix in rotation. Do we ever Stage Landing Chain Droplet? I don't think so, no. Because the problem is that the Brood Blues doesn't do anything on summon, right? It's an ignition effect. So what happens is, if I go Stage Landing, they chain remix, they make something with the mix, and then the mix just pops it. Oh wait, no, I can protect it. Oh yeah. They chain instantly. Okay. I mean, they know I have Droplet. Oh wait, no, they don't know I have Droplet. You went Mix. Make RS with the 2 on board. Now the Clip is really weak. Oh, you can summon the main deck ones as well. I don't think it makes sense here, though. The most annoying thing here is that I'm gonna have to banish the Stage Landing from my grave, which is one less spell. Okay. I mean, do I just send my Engage away for the Droplet? Or do I just let them negate the Brood Blues? I think I lose. I think I should have started Engage. Or maybe... Because I think if I Droplet my Engage away, I can Droplet... Maybe I Droplet my Brood Blues away. Yeah. Yeah. That's it, I think. Because I'm just gonna get the funky dock and the and that gives me another stage landing anyways. And I'm gonna draw a card when they use Clip if they want to make Zalen. So is it better to go Funk Dock or Stage Landing? I haven't checked for Droll yet. So I think it's just Stage Landing. Play it safe. They ashed Fuwa. Oh wait, yeah, right. I don't draw a card for Fuwa. Right, you're right. Okay, I don't get Drolled, but I think now I do engage. Is it even Hornet Drones? Or is it Cianos? Maybe it's Hornet Drones, Kagari, add back engage, and then search Cianos? I think that's better. I have not normal summoned yet, no. They do have Clip, yeah. They do have Clip. Give me engage. Not drawing a card with this engage unless I activate stage landing first, but I don't want to do that. I think I just engage for Cianos. Normal. Okay, so I can just make Valken Booster with these two. Add an R.B spell. We're gonna run out of time? Possible. That's fine. I think I'm winning. That's good enough for me as info already. This could be game. This absolutely is game. Dude, stage landing is fucked up. I need to make a machine link one. Wait, I want to use this graveyard effect. I'm low on time. Not linked to anything. Oh, I shouldn't do that. Ah, okay. I need to hurry. I need to freestyle. Oh, pop it. Oh, they have 2 clips. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me in my life. I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. I don't see how it does. I think I can just go stage landing, summon Crook after this, and I think it's game. Because I never do Chain Link 2 anymore, and they can't start a chain. Bro. Bunker. Do this. No. Yes. Oh! Whew. Wait, dude, is RB broken? This deck might be busted. Maybe RB stood for really broken all this time. It was never really bad.